Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the part 2 Let's Play Rome to the War, our Carthage campaign. So, we are continuing off from today right into the action, guys, jumping into the Battle of Patavium right in the field. Right now, we are actually having a decently sized battle here. We've got my current force, which is the larger one, which is the one that's led by this general, which I've actually completely forgotten his name, but I think it was one that I could barely pronounce. And then we also have a reinforcing army coming in just a moment, along with the small Gaul army of like 30 soldiers, and then we have a very huge Gaul army of about 700 men. So this is going to be a pretty decent battle. I'm hoping that the Gaul force we're going up against will not withdraw as soon as we kill the small army that we're going up against initially, but that'll only be something to be seen as time goes on. Alright, so I'm going to get my soldiers together. Alright, so this looks like a decent formation. I'm going to have all of these Libyan spearmen in the front. My Iberian infantry I'm going to use as reserves in the back. I'm going to put them in the back of my forces and use them to fill any holes or just any breaches we have in our lines. And then I think that's going to be good enough. So I'm going to take these soldiers and group them together, and then we'll start the battle. So here is the very small Gaul army that we're going to go, and it's just a barbarian warlord. I can probably just run them over, literally, and then just kill them that way. The Gaul forces that are coming in to reinforce us now, to fight us, are right over here. And currently we actually don't have, I think we have too many troops. Yeah, see, we actually have so many soldiers in the battlefield that we actually cannot use all of our troops. So I'm going to take the soldiers that I have currently and run them here and get them ready. So these forces, though, these cavalry forces, I'm going to charge straight at the barbarian warlord and hopefully kill a Gaul family member, which will be one less general I'll have to deal with in time. Here we go, massive cav charge. Killed him! 15, 12, 10. He just got massacred. There goes the enemy general. He has fallen, and we have eradicated that entire force, losing only 2 men in that charge. That's magnificent. Alright, so the enemy general is dead. Let's reroute my cavalry to where they're supposed to be, and then I'm going to be moving my new reinforcing general, along with his unit of Libyan spearmen and Iberian infantry, up to the front lines. And now let's go take my infantry to get ready to engage the Gauls. Now I'm going to get them pretty close because I want the Gauls to engage me and not run away. Because if I can kill the majority of these forces at Patavium, I can probably attack them at the fortress itself next turn and easily take it over. But the only issue is that they're actually, it looks like they're kind of red line camping almost. So it really depends on this battle will really depend on whether or not they'll flee or fight. And I'm hoping they'll give me a fight. Okay, so I've put it on triple speed for a moment. And let's see, we've got some skirmisher warbands, barbarian mercenaries, let's pause this. And chosen swordsman in the center. We've got 3 units of chosen swordsmen, and then warband. On the far right, there's 1 unit of barbarian cavalry mercenaries, but nothing else really. So this should be fairly easy to deal with these guys. Now I'm going to move my infantry body closer to the enemy troops. I'm hoping that they'll charge me. It looks like they're going to be advancing. Are they running though? They are. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get a barbarian charge in just a moment, I believe. Alright, so let's brace for impact, soldiers. Okay. And then I'm going to have my troops charge and do 2 units to a soldier. Just like this. And then my cavalry is going to run into this barbarian cavalry force. And then this unit is going to run into the enemy swordsman here. It looks like the left flank has broken already. Okay, but we've managed to drive out these soldiers here. I'm going to try to run them over as quickly as possible. There's a unit of warbands here. My cavalry should have enough impact to run down the majority of the Gaul forces. It looks like we've managed to run into the chosen swordsmen, running them down to 72 soldiers. Wow, but my entire flank is broken. Jesus Christ. I definitely do not have a superior force to take these Gauls out. Okay, so I've managed to drive out a few of the Gaul forces. I'm going to run to these warbands and see if I can use my cavalry to kill a good amount, because my advantage on these guys is cavalry. If I can kill a good amount of their forces by routing them with an impact, that'll do a decent amount of damage against them. Okay, so that's one warband down. Looks like the majority of my forces have rallied again, which means I can get a good hammer and anvil now, so I'll take my cavalry, and let's go kill the barbarian warlord here. $16, $14, we need to kill him, come on. $6, kill him. $5, these guys are getting close to being destroyed. There we go, that's the enemy general down. So it's going to be a morale hit to the enemy troops. Now let's get the cav out. Okay, my general's bodyguard cannot be here though, I don't want them to be here. Okay, but now it looks like we've managed to rout the barbarian mercenaries. We've lost quite a few men in this battle, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to ride into the backs of these chosen swordsmen. The chosen swordsmen are really doing a number on my soldiers. But my general's bodyguard should really not be charging. I don't want them to do that right now. Okay, so we're riding into the backs of the chosen swordsmen. We've managed to mop them up now. It's excellent. Okay, let's take these remaining soldiers that we have here, and then I'm going to ride them into the enemy swordsmen. And they are withdrawing. Okay, so let's go chase them down like the dogs they are. Kill them all. Alright, I'm going to have my two generals go after the skirmisher warband, and the remainder of my cavalry is actually going to go for the chosen swordsman, because I want to kill as many of these guys as possible, because these guys are really tough. And if we can kill a good amount of these guys, that'll be really to my advantage. Alright, so it's one skirmisher warband gone. These guys are trying to flee, and I'm going to kill as many of them as possible. Okay, so we managed to ride into the chosen swordsmen, and they're down to... Nope, we're going to continue the battle. Kill these chosen swordsmen, general. Okay, there's only 19 of them left. 12, 11, 10. Okay, come on, kill them. We need these guys to die, because these guys massacred my enemy forces. Okay, so that's one force down. That's good. Oh no, they're not dead yet. Crap, there's still one more unit. Go kill him. Go kill him. Okay, we managed to kill those barbarian mercenaries, that's good. I really did not lead my troops very well in that battle, though. I lost many brave Carthaginians in that combat, which really is not good. Alright, so we've managed to ride down all of the chosen swordsmen for the most part, and we've clearly won the battle, and we had a little bit of a bloody victory there. So we had a clear victory. I lost 811 men. That was not good on my part. However, we did kill 800 of the own enemy troops, and we have 770 soldiers remaining. That's good. Alright, so let's get back to the loading screen. And here we go. Alright, so Batavium has been taken. We have a trait increase. So let's see, trait increase, superior commander for Eshmunamish Malaga. Now he is a general of rank 3. Now I'm going to hire barbarian mercenary here, just because I need more soldiers. And then I'm actually going to take Maharbal and combine him with Eshmunamish's force. Actually, can I not combine him? Oh no, I can. Okay. I'm going to combine his forces here. Oh no, the problem is that I actually can't combine the majority of their forces. Okay. So the captain here is going to go to Batavium, and then I'm going to lay siege to Batavium this turn, making 2 battering rams. And then we're going to get prepared for that siege next turn. Now there's 2 Gaul forces that are coming up, and I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to combine some of my soldiers here to make it so, which is going to reduce my army size, but it's going to make it so I have enough soldiers, or enough full rank soldiers anyway, to continue the battle. Okay, so that looks good enough. Let me take this soldier and combine him here. Okay, that'll be fine. And then this army next turn will combine with this force. Okay. And then let's see, Arrentium currently is not training any troops, but we're getting a bazaar there. Over in Arminium, we're getting some soldiers. In Segesta, we can get a market here. I'll grab that, which will give me some economy. And we're currently building stuff all in the rest of our cities. My force down here, which is Sakar Lambesis, is going to go down south to attack the Numidian faction leader. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm also going to go here, and then I just need to keep moving south, to the left is Magna. and kill as many of the Numidians as I can. You see, there's also a force of brigands here, which I'm going to empty Cirtha to go kill them. I'll auto-resolve this, and we had a close defeat again. Oh yeah, that happened last time too. Okay, I really just need to kill them without auto-resolving. Okay, Bomlacar just defeated the Spanish forces, as we've seen. So I'm going to continue to march him north towards the Spanish city up here of Scalabus, and we're going to go try to take that. But first we need to get this Spanish army out of my way and continue on northward. Corduba is currently not doing anything, so I'm actually going to have them... I want to increase the population growth further if I can here. Right now it's at 8.5, though if it continues to increase like this, we are going to have population problems soon, so I'm going to build a sewer to knock that down. Carthage currently can build some stuff. Let me see. Thapsus already has stuff queued up. Cirta could build a few things. I can get a market here. That's fine. Lilybaeum currently has 3 units of Pewani infantry. The Romans, the Greeks aren't doing really anything right now, so I think in Messana I'm going to take some of these forces here and then march out. Let me see what that'll do. Okay. I'm going to drop the tax rate down to low for the time being. I'm going to march towards Lilybaeum. And then in Lilybaeum, I'm going to grab the majority of the soldiers here and put them at that force. And then we'll drop the tax rate down to low for the time being. And then this army right here is going to get ready to fight the Greeks, so I can get them out of here and also take Syracuse over. Okay, so I think that's going to be good for this turn, so we'll end turn, and let's see what happens next turn. So the Gauls... Alright, so Messana has become under siege now, and then we have a battle against the Greeks. Alright, we have a clear defeat. And the Greeks are probably going to sink that fleet pretty soon. No, they didn't. Okay, that's nice. So we have a settlement besieged, Messana. Let me see. The Gauls are currently holding near Mediolanum. Messana has now built public baths. That's wonderful. Means we won't have to deal with squalor that much. We're gaining quite a lot of income right now. I gained 10,000 denarii. It's fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to have my Carthaginian family member move over to Messana and drive the Greeks out. And we have 995 soldiers against their 282 men. Let's see what he's got. So this force is actually quite diminished. And 900 on 200 will probably lose a good amount of soldiers if I don't fight this normally. So I'll fight this on the battle map because the enemy general that we're fighting against has a rank of 4, so the computer is going to factor that in and make it seem like the Greeks actually stand a decent fighting chance. They'll probably kill a lot of my troops if I auto-resolve, so I'm going to fight this on the battle map.